pack a bowl, my friend. And don't forget to pass that blend. Pack it up, my friend. And then we'll ride up and we'll smoke in the ashes in the end. Pack a bowl, my friend. Pass me that blend, would you? Welcome back in, y'all. It is good to see you here on Sunday. So today we are going to give away that new set that I made, that pipe bag, as we're going to call it, and tobacco pouch, and the matching pipe rest that goes with it. So we'll get to that in a little bit. You know, I can't just jump right into it. But what we can jump into is telling you that I am smoking my Rocky dongle by Peterson. Nice thick silver band, very rusticated. That's why they call it the Rocky. I like the rustication, y'all. Turns out real nice. And a vulcanite stem. But good stuff. I think the band is nickel or silver. Could be silver. Either way, they both look pretty good. Nickel or silver looks good. It's a good pipe. It is somewhat of a spit magnet for some reason. I'm a wet smoker anyway, so I have to really watch it with this one right here. It just seems like a lot of spit catches up inside, collects up inside. There you go. Inside the pipe, y'all, I'm still smoking that Bayou Morning. Really like it. In between bowls, of course, of Old Joe Krantz, and yeah, basically been doing Old Joe Krantz and Bayou Morning this last week. Those are the two. I haven't broken into my new tin of Sinead's Cake yet. Probably will do that. I'll be craving it here soon, and I'll break into that tin. Get into that one. But it's good stuff. The Bayou Morning, good stuff. I really enjoy it. Old Joe has kind of become an everyday smoke for me. So good stuff there. But we're going to run over to the last video that I did last week. And we'll run through the comments real quick. I don't think there was a whole lot of you. I mean, shit, the video only got 87 views. And that's fine, y'all. I know who you are. The majority of the loyal viewers, anywhere from 80 to 100. There was one video, y'all, I got a couple weeks back. It got 800 views. I was like, good Lord. It took me by surprise. I had no clue. Never had that many views on any of my videos. Well, yeah, no, I have. Some of my beginning videos. I guess people just wanted to see what kind of flavor I was bringing to the community, and some liked and some didn't. And that's fine. So I got my normal viewers, my normal friends that stop by and chat with me. And you know who you are. I don't want to take time to call you all out by name, but just know I know who you are. And I appreciate each and every one of you, of course. Without you, I'd probably just wouldn't do this. Sit back, smoke a pipe by myself. But it's nice to smoke a pipe and talk to people in the community. And yeah, it gives you something to do now and then. And I appreciate it once again. We are going to go back to that video. We'll go through the comments real quick and find out I think there were 7 of y'all, but I'm going to make sure. We'll read through it again. 7 of y'all that wanted to get in on the GAW today. And then we'll run over to the number generator. We'll set it up for as many, and we'll spin it, and we'll give it away. And I'll get it out to you as soon as possible, ASAP. Sometimes I know I'm kind of slow, y'all. There's a lot of variables that go into that. When do I get into town? What's the weather like? We had some crazy storms here again this weekend. Flood advisory. We had tornadoes up north. It's crazy, y'all. Crazy time for weather, but it'll pass. But yeah, prayers do go out to those in Oklahoma, y'all. They got hit real bad, real bad. Sulphur and others with a tornado. And I talked to an insider on some of this stuff. Found out that the insurance companies are not going to cover it. How about that? Isn't that convenient for them? A friend of mine, he has a friend whose daughter lived in Sulphur Springs, Oklahoma, and house basically gone, basically all gone. And something about the insurance is not going to cover it because of some technicalities. Like I said, isn't that convenient? And then another friend of mine got flooded out, and the insurance companies said, well, since it didn't come through the roof, we're not going to cover it. They will fight tooth and nail to keep from doing anything for you, but they want your business, and they're going to do you right, so they say. Yeah. So prayers do go out to those who have been hit by the bad weather here, y'all. It's not good. Not good. Let's run on over to my video, y'all. We'll look at it real quick. So this right here is my video from last week. I'll light this pipe up. And got a lot of good comments, a lot of good feedback on that Meerschaum. I learned a lot from y'all about Meerschaum, and that's good. I mean, that's what the community is all about, right? I needed to learn, and y'all were there to help teach me, and I really appreciate it. There was a number of you that came in and talked about them, and I learned some stuff, and I appreciate it. But we've got a number of comments here. The top one here would be number 1, would be Yusef. And right there in the middle, I have to read real close. He says, I'm in capital letters. So Yusef is number 1. Mr. Robo Stevo, my brother down the south from us here. Somewhere in the midst of all, right in the very beginning, he says, I'm totally in. Not just I'm in, but I'm totally in. So he's in there, y'all, totally. So that'd be number 2, Mr. Robo Stevo. Mr. Frank Danone, he taught me a little bit about the Meerschaum. Yes, of course. And he says, I'm definitely in on the giveaway. We have one that's totally and one that's definitely. Good stuff there. Mr. Frank Danone would be number 3. Mr. Smarty Bob. Now, Mr. Smarty Bob was able to tell me a lot about Meerschaums. He actually dedicated a whole video to Meerschaums. And so that was good stuff there. And I appreciate his comments there. He didn't ask to go in, at least not that I can see. He didn't ask to go into the GAW, and that's fine. Mr. Mark Cox, my good friend from Oklahoma, I hope you're doing well, sir, and the weather hasn't gotten you. He talks about here's Meerschaum, and he says that the bag looks good. Good deal. Mr. B-Dog Piper, I like that name, B-Dog. B-Dog Piper, he talks about here's Meerschaums. That's good stuff there. And he said he'd like to have it. So put me in is what he says. So Mr. B-Dog Piper is number 4. Mr. D. Hicks, always coming in there. Yes, sir. I'm in, he says. So there you go. Mr. D. Hicks is number 5. Mr. Michael Morrison, a good buddy there. He's a leather worker also. And yeah, he says, I'm in for the pipe bag and tobacco pouch. There you go. So Mr. Michael Morrison is number 6. Mr. Glenn Moon, haven't heard from him for a while. He says he's been really busy. But Mr. Glenn Moon is a long viewer of the channel. We appreciate him. And he says he would like to be in for it. So Mr. Glenn is number 7. Smoking Cardboard came in, gave me a little education on some meerschaums, but did not go in. D. Hicks asked me a question right here. And the last one is IDK Guess Me. Comes in and basically wishes me well and good job on a pipe. Okay, so that's it. So I've confirmed it. We have 7. It's not so bad. Lucky number 7, y'all. And let's go back and remind ourselves what it is that we are doing here in this GAW. And that would be the tobacco pouch, the matching tobacco bag, lined, to look like gator, and then the pipe rest to match it all. Right there. And don't forget, I did protect it so it'll shed water. Good stuff there. But let's get on back to the talking screen real quick. I'll go ahead and I'll load up this number generator. Where's it at? Right there. Okay. And we need it for 7. I'll just go back. I'm sorry, y'all. I could have done this. And we need 7 on the wheel, so they default at 6. But let's go ahead, and we need 7. So don't forget your numbers, y'all. If you want to root for your numbers, I'll repeat them again. Mr. Yusef Saeed is number 1. Mr. Robo Stevo is number 2. B-Dog Piper is number 4. Number 5 is D. Hicks. Number 6 is Michael Morrison. And number 7 is Glenn Moon. Mr. Glenn Moon. So there you go. If you remember your numbers, you can root for yourselves. We'll go ahead. I need to add the segments here. Hold on. I would have been missing Mr. Glenn Moon there, but there you go. We can see we have 1 all the way through 7. We'll get that done up. And don't forget, email me once you know you won, and give me the address where you'd like it sent, and I'll get it sent out to you as soon as possible, ASAP. Most likely, well, it will be snail mail, that's for sure. It's the cheapest route, but it gets to you pretty quick if you're in the continental United States. It takes a couple days, about 3 to 4 days. It'll get to you. If it's overseas, takes a little longer, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and click this wheel here. Take a drink. Mama's juice, y'all. Strawberry lemonade. With nice chunks of lemonade in there too, y'all. It's so good. So good. Okay. I'm going to click this wheel and get this thing given away. Well, shoot. Look at that. Number 1. Well, out of all the people, Mr. Yusef Saeed, you won. He won. I still am a little gun shy on sending stuff to South Africa. You never know if it's going to make it there. But Mr. Saeed, Mr. Yusef, send me your address where you'd like it, and we'll send it to you. Thanks for playing with me, y'all. So number 1 won, and that's Yusef Saeed. Let's get on back out here. Now we'll get on. I like those pipe bags. Maybe I'll make some more. Can't be sure if they'll be camo. Maybe they'll be out of leather. Out of some soft leather, maybe some suede. I could do, yeah, suede would be nice. Still line it, of course. We'll get another one of those made up. And before we get into stems, it's easier for me to do my leather work and my bags and things of that nature than doing stems. Stems are real intricate. But we'll get back into stems too, for the cobs, of course. And I mean, that reminds me, I got to make a couple stems for myself. I got a really nice piece of ebonite that I want to turn up for one of my pipes. And yeah, I just got to get in the garage and do it. Y'all, I haven't done anything in the garage since I've been working on my truck. I'm still working on it, still showing it some love. Put some new rims and tires on it, some 35s, and they're big monster tires. And I had to do some work to my chassis because of it. They rub as you turn in, so I had to do what they call a cab chop on it, and that's fine. I did that this weekend, and I just need to weld the steel plate back in its place for the area that I chopped off and cleaned up, and it'll be fine until probably next weekend. But next weekend I'm probably going to be slaughtering up some chickens. My wife wanted to do those this weekend, but I told her no. We need to let them go at least another week. There's a couple of them that look a little thin, y'all, and I'd rather not harvest any meat birds unless they're nice, thick, and juicy, if you know what I mean. So we'll probably be doing that next week. That shouldn't take long. That shouldn't take long. Um, but either way, always something going on. Always something for me to do. Never a dull moment around here, and that's fine. What do they say? An idle mind is the devil's workshop. So as long as I stay busy, y'all, well, the devil stays away from me, and that's a good thing. I was looking at some more meerschaums. Um, I told y'all I wanted to get a better one than the one I got. I like the one I got. It's fine. It's just a little small, really small. So I'd like to get a bigger one, and they're up there, y'all, in price. They're up there. If you want to get a bigger one, they're up there. I did see some estate meerschaums that were decent prices, and they said they're in really good shape. That could be an option for myself. I don't mind an estate pipe at all. Um, Clean them up, good to go. Keep them going, give them a second life, right? I know my good friend Glenn Moon. That's one of his big hobbies. It's just cleaning up estate pipes, and boy, does he got a lot of them, y'all. But we're not too far along in this video. At this point, y'all, I'm probably gonna shoot the shit. I'm basically out of pipe content. So for those of you that have stuck around to this point, we'll see you next week. I think I'll do that, y'all. I know that I like to stay in the genre of pipe content, but if I find that I'm going to be out of the pipe content and I'm going to be straying off into different lands, then I'll let you know. And then that way, those of you that just came strictly for pipe content, you can run on out, and that's fine. I appreciate your time. But we're at that point right now. I mean, that's a good way to look at it, y'all. Because I could be like some guys, just come on and have a little 2-3 minute, blip and then pop off, and that's fine too. To some guys, I mean, St. David Pipes, he does a great job, and he puts out, quick little videos. Does a good job on that stuff, and that's his deal. That's what he does. There's a couple other presenters out there that I watch that throw out quick little videos, and that's good. But since I only do one once a week, I like to spend a little bit more time than just 3 to 5 minutes on a video. So anyways, like I said, weather's not so good right now. My prayers do definitely go out to those of you that have been struck by bad weather. It flooded here for us, but of course, like I said, it floods away from us, so we're good. One of my cows got sick, y'all. I was a little worried about her. But she seems to be doing better now. Been rough kind of couple days. I don't need my brisket going bad, y'all. I need it to stay nice and healthy. Nice and healthy. Um, Same thing with my chickens too. Stay nice and healthy. But every once in a while, somebody gets a little sick. Bring them around. No vaccines here, y'all. No, I don't like to give them medicines or vaccines and junk like that. I like them to be all just homegrown, fresh. Um, and I understand that I'm taking a chance. I could lose them, and I get that. I understand that. But that's my personal conviction. That's how I like to eat, so to speak. Because I mean, you got to think about it. Whatever you're vaccinating your animals with, you're vaccinating them with, it's going into them. It's going into their meat, and then in the end, it's going on your plate, and you're eating it. I don't know how much of it, and but either way, that's just my personal preference. It's what I like to do. Um, but other than that, um, I'm gonna stay out of a lot of the other conversations right now, y'all. Um, but Mr. Youssef, thank you for playing in South Africa. Hopefully, we make it there this time, like we did last time. And give me a good address, and we'll get that pipe bag out to you. We'll make up another one here soon, y'all, and give you all another chance to get in there. I'd like to see some of the people that haven't won. I'd like to see them win. So the deal is, if you win, you got to sit out one. So this next time, Mr. Youssef will sit out, and then after you set out one, you can come back in. I think that's fair. That's only right. Gives others a chance to win. But y'all, I hope this last week treated you well as can be. I hope this next week has good things for you to look forward to. But until next week, y'all, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you. Pack a bowl, my friend, and don't forget to pass that blend. Pack it up, my friend, and then we'll ride up and we'll smoke in the ashes in the end. Pack a bowl, my friend. Pass me that blend, would you?